Hello my loves, welcome back. It is time to update you guys on my recent purchases and also let you know my thoughts on things that I purchased around this time about a year ago. So I have a tub of stuff here. I believe these are going to be April and May purchases from 2024. I think that makes me sort of caught up. So I purchased some nail bits, like, you know, e-file bits from, I think it was AliExpress. And I don't remember exactly what I purchased in this, like, particular shopping experience. But I'm pretty sure it was a lot of, like, little detailing bits. And I do believe I also got a couple of like larger bits. I've been using everything and I have to say I'm really impressed with the quality of the e-file bits. When I made this order, I'd been doing some research online and a lot of people were saying like I just buy them from AliExpress because like in Australia you'll go and buy like an e-file bit from a pro store and they're gonna set you back like 20-30 bucks for one. And they don't last forever. They need to be replaced. So I was kind of like, you know, I don't want to drop hundreds and hundreds of dollars on e-file bits just to experiment with them and sort of learn how they work and all that jazz. And I'm so glad that I just, you know, went with what people were saying online and they were like, I buy a lot of mine from AliExpress because they're so cheap and like they're really good quality. So I think I'm already like the person that is going to do that. I don't think I'm ever really going to be someone who pops into like, you know, beauty trade store and spends $20 or $30 on one e-file bit. I think the only thing that I kind of regret about the purchase that I made was I probably bought too many small bits and I could have used more larger ones because I only bought 2 large ones if I'm remembering correctly, or I've only got 2 there that would have possibly been from that purchase. So I think, you know, with hindsight and sort of learning about what works for me, what I find is easy to use, all that jazz, like that would probably be the only thing that I would change about that purchase if I could go back and do it again. To be fair, like I love them. I use them all the time. In fact, I've got bits in here that like I should throw out because I don't use them. Like they came with my e-file when I purchased them, and I purchased my e-file off Amazon. These are like ceramic bits. I've thrown a whole bunch out. I think I held on to the ceramic bits thinking I might play with them more, but honestly I haven't. I use I think they're carbide. I think that's what they are. I'm not too sure. Anyway, I love them. No regrets. And no, I won't be buying like retail e-file bits in the future because I'm not paying that price. I just don't see the point. I also purchased this and I don't even know. I feel like potentially I had the window open, like looking at these colors, and potentially in a brain fart, I've hit add to cart and not. Why did I buy this? It's just a bright orange gel polish. I don't know. I don't even think I've used it since I purchased it. I've got gorgeous like fluorescent bright orange gel polishes. I didn't need that. I feel like it was a mistake purchase, like a brain fart purchase, not something where I was like, oh, I'm going to buy this thing and not like, you know, not thinking about it. It was kind of like, I honestly think it was just somehow I've added it to cart and not realized. Anyway, whatever. Another awesome purchase that I absolutely don't regret, and it has helped me get a lot of use out of a very specific product in my stash, is the Freedom System individual palette from Inglot. So it's just a single pan palette that you can put one eyeshadow in. Honestly, in any day-to-day usage, even like a professional makeup setting use, like I can't think of any reason why you would buy one of these unless you are doing this exact thing where you have one individual eyeshadow that you use like every single time you do your eyeshadow that's from Inglot, and you want somewhere safe to keep it that isn't just like a, you know, a larger magnetic palette. That's exactly why I purchased this. That's the only reason, and I don't regret it. I feel like I paid through the nose for it because I had it shipped to me. I did have like a coupon. I bought it during a sale, but I'm pretty sure the shipping was just as expensive as the actual like palette itself. But look at that. Look at the pan on that eyeshadow. So it's a 328 eyeshadow from Inglot. I use it to set my eye primer before I go in with my eyeshadow, and I'm very happy to have it. I love it. No regrets. It was one of those purchases where I wanted to go in store to save money on buying it, but I couldn't find a store in Perth, or I don't know. There was some reason why I was like, no, I'm just going to buy this online and cop the shipping prices. I was also even adding stuff to my cart to be like, oh, I can avoid paying the shipping and just get extra items. But then I was like, I don't even want these fucking items. So I paid the shipping instead. Anyway, there's that. Another item that I absolutely love, and I bought because I didn't have any. I bought Duo. This is a quick set strip lash adhesive in Klair. So I purchased this one in particular because I think this is the, oh, is this a latex free one? I can't remember. Anyway, I purchased it specifically because I wanted the wand applicator and I didn't want a squeezy tube of Duo. And I've been using this for a year. When it sits flat, it's got about this much product left in it. And I'll just use it until it gets too thick to use, and then I'll get rid of it. But I love that stuff. It like holds really well and makes doing my lashes easy. I love. Some skincare. Wait, let's talk about another makeup item. I bought the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Primer. So this is supposed to be a hydrating foam primer. I've been trying to pan it this year, and you know, she's almost finished. This isn't something I'd buy again. I don't think oh god, am I gonna say this? I don't think I'm ever gonna buy Milk makeup products again. I may eat my words in the future, I don't know. Because sometimes Milk bring out stuff that just makes me interested. That's what this did. I don't even like primers. This one's fine, like it's okay, but it's nothing special. My problem is the products are so incredibly small and so ridiculously expensive for what they are. This only contains 27 mils. It's not even a full 30 mils. And also the pump that's in there. So it's got one of those agitator pumps that turns a liquid into a foam. And the pump doesn't even go all the way to the bottom of the bottle. So I know it's going to get to a point where it can't suck product up anymore. And there's still going to be a bunch of unusable product in the bottom of the bottle, because if you can't pump it out, you can't turn it into a foam, and then what's the point? Some skincare. So I purchased the Lancome Genifique Youth. It's the eye serum, eye and lash concentrate. I love this stuff. I've been using this on and off for years, so I typically always have a bottle of this kicking around. And if I ever get like that sort of sunken, sallow look around the eyes, which sometimes happens, I think it's sleep related and stress related, and there might be something to do with like my diet in there as well, because it's not always, you know, stress and sleep related. It just kind of happens here and there. That's when I go in with this, and it fixes it almost immediately. Like 1 or 2 days of using this and I'm plumped up again around the eye area, which I quite like. I don't know why I'm not using it now, because I can't use anything good, guys. I miss my retinol. Yeah, I suppose I should be using it because I've got some major issues going on around my eyes. So maybe now would be a fun time to play with it and see if I can get anything else out of it. But I've always had it for that very specific reason of like dealing with puffiness or like that sort of sallow sunken look around the eyes. Like that's what this product is, like, you know, a hero for me in treating. But I'm sure there's other benefits as well. I also picked up, so I did an order from, this was from, what's it called? Adore Beauty, that's right. And they had, I don't know, it was some sort of like sunscreen bag thing. And I thought it was a gift with purchase when you spent over a certain amount. And I've added it to my cart and just not realized, because I had a bunch of other things in there. I've not realized that it was actually like a $30 bag of sunscreen. And there was 2 full-size sunscreens in there and 4 samples. I still like, or minis. I've still got the minis. I don't think I've cracked any of them open. I also haven't cracked this open. This is from APLB. It's a Barely There facial sunscreen with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. One I have been using, and I'm almost there. It's almost finished. I've got like this much left, but I don't love this. Like, I have issues with it. It's from Alpha H. It's a daily essential moisturizer SPF 50. If I am like wearing this just on its own, and I always put sunscreen over my eyes, like when I'm putting it on my face, it goes on my eyes as well, okay, because I need to protect my eyes. I'm not buying a dedicated sunscreen for my eye area. I like, just no, I don't care. All right, if your formulation can't be around the eyes, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Anyway, this is fine when it's like, you know, on and around the eyes. It doesn't burn or anything like that, but as you sweat, or as I sweat throughout the day, or it gets warmed up, it like slides into my eyes and it burns, and it's annoying as fuck. It does say like keep out of eyes, obviously, you know, we don't directly squirt sunscreen into our eyes because that would be stupid. But yeah, it's one of those products where initially it's fine. As it warms up and moves throughout the day, then I have problems with it. So I wouldn't buy it again. I didn't even mean to buy them. I don't know. Apparently around this time I was having brain farts when I was shopping, but you know, that happens. Some more bits that I got from Adore Beauty. I believe they had a sale on. Anyway, I can't remember. Anyway, something I wanted this, but it triggered the purchase of other things. This candle. Oh my god, I got 2 candles when I made this order. This one is from Circa. It's the white tea and wild mint. Oh my god, it just smells so fucking good. It's like Bo Peep candies. Love the vessel. I have burnt it a little bit, but I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I squirrel my candles away these days because buying candles is just not really in my budget anymore. I will get one on occasion, and if they're on sale, even better. I love that for me, but I don't buy them as often as I once did. I also picked up this candle from Circa. It's blood orange. I've had this one in the past and I love it. It's a fave. I think I've actually bought, I think this would be my 3rd one at this point. And I think they had a deal with Circa where it was like spend a certain amount and you got, I think it was a giant hand cream. I've got it. It's like the biggest hand cream I've ever seen in my life. I may end up just trying to use it as like a body lotion. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I love the blood orange scent. I think it's beautiful. It's super fresh and zesty. And this one I haven't burnt yet because I just haven't. Okay, last item, another zesty one. This is from Fresh. It's the Hesperides Grapefruit Perfume. This is an eau de parfum. This is quite nice. This smells zesty and it's got that like grapefruit scent to it. I'm sure there's other citrus in there as well though. It's kind of got like a sweet and tangy scent to me. There might also be like some white floral. I don't know. I haven't checked the notes. Anyway, I've just got a little one of them. I think I was, the cat recommended it to me and I think she was making an order and she picked one up for me. And yeah, I like it. I just haven't used it much, mostly because I'm, you know, kind of focusing on panning fragrances. So I get like in the zone with specific ones at a specific time. Let's move on to purchases that I have made in the last, I don't know, 2-3 months. March, April, May, yeah, around that time. So my most recent purchase was actually from Lila Beauty. It was a Lila Beauty. There we go. I knew I just needed a few minutes for the brain to pick it up. So it's a whole bunch of like K Beauty, J Beauty, or is it all K Beauty? It might all be K Beauty. Anyway, I have been bottom of the barrel with my skincare recently, using things that I know my skin doesn't like, doesn't respond to really well, just trying to like get some stuff used up because look, I'm pretty good about not buying shit when I don't need shit. Not perfect at it, but I'm not too bad, especially with skincare. But I think with skincare now, like I'm not fucking around anymore. Since incorporating some of these products into my routine, my skin has improved like just exponentially. So I picked up another tube of the Beauty of Joseon Dynasty cream. So last time I purchased this, I actually purchased it in the jar. Somebody told me you can get it in a tube, and for me that was like absolutely, that's my preferred method. So this is like a 100 ml tube, should last me a long time. I think the jars are only 50 ml and I burnt through it pretty quickly. I've been using this day and night. I love it. It's just fantastic. Like this is next level over the top hydration. But for me, it's like a daily moisturizer. I love it. I did pick up a couple of other moisturizers. So I got the Atobarrier 365 cream from a brand called Aestura. I'd never heard of this brand before, but I was, you know, doing some digging on Reddit threads, which is kind of how I've been finding my K-beauty recommendations for super dry skin, because I can sort of target my search and be like, what do you use for like your Sahara dry flaky skin? And this was one of the products that was recommended. The Beauty of Joseon, like that was just something that I already knew I loved. So my plan was to buy a couple of items that I already knew my skin would really enjoy. So if everything else went to shit with this purchase, like trying new products, I at least had them to fall back on. This one is actually really nice. It's a very, very thick cream and it's fine. Like I like it. I have to say it's quite hydrating. I am curious about the ingredients. Just based on the consistency of it, I feel like there might be a little bit of silicone in there, which, look, I don't love silicone in skincare. I just feel like it's kind of, I don't know. To me, it's like an ingredient that does nothing beneficial for my skin. And it just like gives a like topical band-aid type of like nice feeling to the skin. Like it kind of makes the skin feel a little bit smoother when you touch it, but I'm like, that's not actually my skin. It's just an ingredient that's going to wash off and often makes my makeup move around and stuff. So I want to do a little bit more like sort of digging and diving into this product. There's no English ingredients on the you know, the tube or the box, and that's fine. Like, I can look it up online, and I would certainly use this. I don't want to give the impression that I don't like it because it contains silicone. It just may not be a repurchase product for me simply because of my personal preferences. The other moisturizer that I purchased is this guy. This is Illyoon Ceramide ATO Concentrate Cream. Oh God, I can't read. This is a huge tube, okay? Look at her. She's 200 mils. This is gonna last me a really long time. This, again, is a very thick cream. It's even thicker than the Aestura cream. When you like squeeze it out, you can see there's little white dots in it. I don't know what it is. Like, when I try to, you know, touch them, to me it looks kind of like when you have a cream cleanser that has like tiny little like exfoliating particles in it, but it's completely smooth to the touch, which is really lovely. Again, very hydrating, so like I'm all for it, but it's super thick. I haven't tried this under makeup yet. I've only used it at night. I will obviously, you know, experiment further with these new moisturizers. It may be one that I can only use at night, and if that's the case, like, that's absolutely fine. But I've been loving this, and I'm focusing a lot on like barrier protection and repair products because that just seems to be the running issue with my skin since I've moved to Perth. I don't know why. I did also buy some serums. So Dear Klair's Fundamental Watery Oil Drop. I'm pretty sure I'm on my last bottle of this and I've got like a tiny bit left. So that was sort of my safe purchase. Like, if, you know, if nothing else works, at least I will have that. And the Dynasty cream. I also picked up this one, the HaruHaru Wonder Black Rice Hyaluronic Anti-Wrinkle Serum. So this was another Reddit recommendation. People said it's super hydrating, and it is. I am actually really surprised by this product. Like, beautiful, love it. Do have one downside though that I think maybe a deal breaker. It smells heavily of lavender, and I don't really like that. Lavender oil is the third last ingredient. I think it's really interesting when brands choose to put lavender oil in skincare products because it can be an irritant for people. It does say here on the box that it's like, it is very hydrating, and I like everything about it except the scent. Like, I just feel like lavender is one of those things where it's just really overpowering. I do feel that in the past I've had some bad experiences with lavender scented products potentially causing migraines. I don't know if that, I can't say for sure if the link is legitimate, but I feel like, you know, I've used lavender products and I've ended up with migraines and stuff like that. So I'm a little bit against them just on a personal level. But if you're not, and like if you love lavender scented things, you don't have a problem with it, and you're looking for a really hydrating serum, this one is fantastic. The one that's currently in my routine is the Anua 7 Plus. It's the Rice Ceramide Hydrating Barrier Serum. Fuck me. Jesus, I'm struggling with words. I really like this. It's lovely. It's got kind of a thick-ish texture. It's a bit viscous, which I actually quite like. Crystal clear. It's very hydrating. I'm really enjoying it. And I picked up this one as well. I've not tried this yet, so I don't know what it's like. I might actually open it. So this is from a brand called Numbuz, I think. It is the Collagen 73% pudding serum. So that's the packaging there. Glass bottle. I quite like it. I haven't... Oh, that's why they call it a pudding, because it's kind of like a... Oh, it's like a jelly. Oh, I like that. So I haven't tried this one yet. I don't know what it's like. I am, like I said, I'm kind of using this guy and burning through it very quickly. But again, this was one that, you know, people said was really nice and hydrating, and I thought, you know, sure, your girl needs a little bit of collagen in her life. The purchases don't stop there. I have a few other bits that I picked up recently. Vitamin E oil. Look, vitamin E, especially this brand, Invite E, right? So long time ago, I used one of their moisturizers and I quite liked it. I picked up another one of the moisturizers that I'd used in the past from this brand. I think it was last year when my skin was bad, or maybe it was even the year before. It might have been like my first impaired barrier in Perth, and I didn't like it. I didn't get along with it. I ended up finishing up the tube on my body, but I have been feeling like I need to get vitamin E back into my skincare in quite a potent dose. So I opted to try this. So it's a vitamin E oil. This is literally just like, you know, liquid vitamin E oil. When I squeeze it out, it's thick, it's goopy. You can take this orally, or you can apply it topically. I don't take it orally. If I'm going to take a vitamin E orally, I'll just take it in a capsule. But I've actually been using this on my skin, and specifically like around my eye area where I have the most intense like dehydration lines going on. And a couple of times I've used it all over my face, and I have to say I'm very glad that I actually bought it. I was a bit hesitant because I was like, I don't know, my skin, it hadn't been responding super well to vitamin E in the past, and it wasn't that it was responding badly, it just wasn't really responding at all. Like, I felt like it wasn't helping, so I was a bit like, oh, this might be a waste of money, but I guess, you know, at least I'm sort of testing out the waters. I'm gonna learn something new about my skin. Turns out my skin fucking loves this, absolutely loves it. Skin comes out so soft the next day, plumped, dehydration, just sensational. When I'm pairing this with the serums and the effective moisturizers, my skin is a different person. So I love this. I'm sure this tube is going to take me a very long time to go through. I won't just use it on my face. I'll use it on my cuticles, probably use it on my feet. Vitamin E is fantastic for healing, so I know it will be really good for the eczema that I occasionally get on my feet or other issues that I have. I don't regret it. It was a scary purchase. It's not expensive. I think it was like, I don't know, 20 or 30 bucks. But I was mostly worried that I would hate it and not want to use it, and then it would feel like a waste of money for me, but it doesn't. It feels like that. Okay, let's get back into some fun purchases. So I actually, I purchased the following products ages ago, but then picked them up from Madeline when I went to Melbourne in March, just for reasons. And she also threw a couple of like little extra bits in, and I'm going to consider them, I'm just going to show you, like I'm going to consider them part of my purchase. I didn't technically pay for them. Madeline gifted them to me, but like they're interesting. So I have 2 Sol de Janeiro products. I love Sol de Janeiro. It's just, I don't know why. I wish they weren't so expensive. I buy them more often. I wanted to try the Deliciosa Drench line. So I picked up the shower oil. This is really lovely. And again, I went for this line because dry skin is the bane of my life, and it's not just my face that experiences it, like my body does as well. And I picked up a mini of the Deliciosa Drench body butter, which I have been using. I've used both of them. I like them both. I like the scent as well. I don't know if I like it more than the Boom Boom scent. They're different but similar. I think I like them for different reasons. This, I feel like this has a little bit more of like a florally hint to it, whereas the Boom Boom cream is really like intense, caramelly, popcorny, like just yum. Anyway, I'm enjoying those so far, and I did yay! I picked up an Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder just because you know how much I loved this. My dry skin loves it. I haven't cracked it open yet. My goal is to try and finish up 1 or 2 more powders before I start to, have a go at this one. But yeah, I think this will always be something that stays in my stash. And Madeline, bless her heart, she knows that I love this powder, and she actually had a mini kicking around, and she was like, you know what, Hailey, I don't love this as much as you do, so you take it. So now I have a mini of the Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder, which I will absolutely use. That could go in my bag for touch-ups. Not that I really need to touch up my powder during the day because my skin doesn't get oily, which is the exact reason why I purchased this, because I think it is perfect for dry skin, at least my dry skin. I picked up a Sunday Riley product that I haven't tried before. This is Pink Drink. It's a firming resurfacing essence. So it's got peptides to help firm the skin, and fermented honey and botanical extracts balance the natural biome and resurface the skin. Now, I picked this up because I have been loving, oh, for God's sake, what's it called? It's the lactic acid, Good Genes. Good Genes. So I've been loving Good Genes. Madeline got me a bottle, I think it was for my birthday last year, and I've been loving it. Like, so good. I've taken all of my other acids and like swept them off the table for Good Genes. And I thought I'd like to try some more Sunday Riley products. I was considering getting the Luna oil because that stuff is so good, but I am avoiding like retinol and retinol derivatives just while I'm growing a baby. I'm not loving it because I feel like my skin could really, really benefit from it, especially now. Like, I am not one of those women who is going through the like, you know, amazing glowing skin and fantastic hair. I feel like everything is falling apart with my body except the growth of the baby, which is fine. It's fine. I'm totally okay with it. But I do miss my like topical retinoids. So I thought I would try Pink Drink, and I really like it. The problem that I have is it's only a 50 ml tube. It's very expensive, and I feel like every spray cost me $28. And I just have such a like, every time I use it, I'm like, I'm going to burn through this so fast because I use a step like this morning and night. And yeah, I'm a bit sad. I just don't want it to be finished. That's my issue. Like, you know, I go through skincare so quickly because I'm such a stickler about trying to look after my skin, because I know how quickly it can like go south. It cost me a fortune. Let's just put it that way. Madeline also gave me, here are my like little fun bonus Jonas items that I didn't buy. They were gifted, but I'm gonna show you anyway. She gave me some masks. So this one is the MediPeel Lacto Collagen Wrapping Mask. It says 300 DA collagen, pore lifting and pore tightening. I haven't tried this yet. Madeline, I had a call with her the other day and she was like, girl, try the mask. So I'm gonna open it now, get the tube out, and then that's gonna be on the list of things to do either today or tomorrow. I love K-Beauty. It's gonna be good. I'm confident it's gonna be good. And then we've got the sheet mask. So we've got the Evenskin Essentials Ultimate Hydration Sheet Mask, the APLB Glutathione Niacinamide Sheet Mask. Am I saying that right? I'm not sure. And, oh, CosRX, the Advanced Snail Mucin Power Sheet Mask. I love these. I've had them in the past. They're fantastic. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Feel free to let me know what you have purchased recently, any favorites, anything you're excited about, maybe some fails. And if you can remember anything that you purchased around this time last year, let me know what it was and how you're going with it. Is it finished? Or are you struggling? I want to say a massive thank you to my channel members and to all of you for joining me today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.